Everything fondant here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fondant bow, like this one. Here are the things you'll need in order to make the bow. Marshmallow fondant, powdered sugar, 4 small cotton balls, shortening, a rolling pin, a small cup of water, a pizza cutter, and a decorating tool that makes a thread pattern. So the first thing you want to do is take each cotton ball and rub a little bit of grease on your hands and roll the cotton ball around in the grease to cover it. This is going to prevent the cotton ball from sticking to the fondant. So just do this for each cotton ball and make sure they're all covered pretty well with the shortening. Just make sure that they retain their round shape. And once you're done with that, we're just going to put those to the side for now, and we'll use them later. The next thing we're going to do is get some powdered sugar and spread it out on whatever surface you're going to be working on. I always use a pretty liberal amount because you can never have too much powdered sugar. So you're going to take your fondant and cover it with a little bit of sugar and just roll it out. You want to make sure that it's pretty thin, but not too thin, because you want to make sure that the fondant won't tear as you try to work with it. So just roll it out into a long oval, and make sure you keep plenty of powdered sugar on both sides so that it doesn't stick to the counter, or whatever surface it is that you're working on. So just keep on rolling it out until you get the desired thickness that you want. Like I said, you don't want it to be too thin, or it'll tear really easily when you try to work with it. So once you've gotten it rolled out into the thickness that you want, we're going to straighten it out and take a pizza cutter and cut 2 even strips that are about 2 inches wide. Once you have those cut, you're going to want to cut another little strip for the middle of the bow. This one will be a little less than 1 inch. Once you've gotten your strips cut, you want to cut the uneven parts off and make sure that all of these strips are straight. And then we're going to cut off about 1/3 of the thin strip. This next step is optional, but I think it makes the bow look nicer. This is the tool that will make the fondant have a thread pattern. And I like to do the edges of each strip so it looks like it's threaded. So now that we have all of our strips ready, we're going to take our first strip and we're going to take 2 of the cotton balls that we greased with shortening and stick them right in the middle. And then we want to take a little bit of water on our finger and put it at the very bottom of the strip, and then fold the strip over and make sure you press the seam together. The water acts like glue and will help it all stay together. And then you want to fold the edge in a zigzag pattern so it will be kind of scrunched up there. And then we'll put that aside on a greased plate, and we'll do the same thing with the other strip. Put your 2 cotton balls in the middle. Make sure they're right in the middle. Put your water along the bottom and then fold it over and fold the edge again in a zigzag pattern. And you can go ahead and place it right next to the other one on the plate. Make sure the threaded side is facing out too. I forgot to mention that. Now you're going to take the thin piece and we're going to wet the whole thing with water this time. And this piece will go right in the middle and keep the bow together. We have to make sure that both of the other bow pieces are right together, and then we're going to take the middle piece and wrap it around on both sides and just tuck it under and then squeeze the middle of it to make sure that it's all nice and secured. So once it's put together, we're going to let it sit out for 1 to 2 nights at least so that the bow can dry. And once your bow is dry, you probably want to use some tweezers and just remove the cotton balls that we put inside the middle. The bow will be nice and hard by now, so you won't have to worry about it getting squished. You definitely want to handle the bow gently though so that you don't break it. So once you have all 4 cotton balls out, there's your bow. And as you can see, that was pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of time for the drying, but it's pretty much ready to use. All you have to do to secure it to a cake is just use a little bit of icing. Just put a small amount under the bow and stick it on top of the cake. And there you go, a beautiful bow for your fondant cake. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Good luck and have an awesome day!